Okay, today we're going to make a nice six-fold symmetry snowflake, just like this one. Okay, we start with an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, and what we want to do is make a square. And so what we're going to do is fold this bottom edge to the side, like so. Okay, and then we want to find the midpoint of this line, and we just do it by folding up the corner. And then we pinch this little angle, and so this point we're going to highlight with a line, and so we can see the midpoint right there. Now what we want to do is fold this into 3 sections, and so what you can do is you can try to guesstimate it by making this equal to that. Now instead of guesstimation, I'm going to try using a piece of paper that has 2 lines drawn on it. And so I used a ruler to draw these lines on, and I made sure that they were exactly 60 degrees apart. Now, what I need to do is put my piece of paper, the diagonal line, right on this one line, and then make sure that the intersection hits the midpoint. Now, what I do is I fold up this part of the piece of paper up to the other line. And so I make sure it's nice and tight, and then I smooth out the edge. And so right now I flip it over and then fold this one up to the edge. So you have to be as accurate as you can. The more accurate you are, the better the snowflake will turn out. Okay, and so now, if you notice, my whole figure is going to fit right into these 2 lines. Now I fold it in half again, and to keep the paper from getting too thick, I fold only half of it one direction, and then I fold the other half the other direction. Okay, so now the fun begins, and the fun is just cutting like crazy. And so first I'll get rid of the excess, and so now I'm left with just my little triangle. And so here goes. Just make a whole bunch of crazy cuts. Oh. And perhaps one right about here. A few at the end here. Okay, and so now what are we left with? Something with a whole bunch of cuts. When we unfold this, we end up with a very nice snowflake.